heart to get there, but you gain fruits of righteousness. This isn't a maybe or if you do well, you'll get some fruit. No, it says being filled with the fruits of righteousness. If you do what's before us, being filled is the natural result of your own transformation. It becomes a very natural process. It's proof that God has worked in your heart and not only transformed you on the inside, but altered your life actions on the outside. And your actions are different. You aren't the person that you used to be. And I assure you, I'm not the person I was when I was 12 years old before I came to know Jesus as my Savior. Today, I stand before you a much humbler person. I stand before you someone that God has done a lot of work in. I don't have a big name in the world, and frankly, I don't want one, but I hope that His legacy is my legacy, that people remember Jesus because of the influence I've had on them. And I want my life to be full of fruit, not so that I get glory, but so that God's kingdom gets glory. But when my desires do not stop there, I desire that our lives are filled with fruit as well. I want you to know that Jesus, like I do, I want you to experience Him daily. I want you to be inspired by His righteousness. I want to be inspired by your righteousness, as I have been many times. Don't do it for the glory. Do it humbly and let God lift you up. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of volleyball, and I got invited to play in some really good teams, not because I was a good jumper. Matter of fact, I only had one leg. I wasn't a good spiker because I couldn't jump and stay in the air that long, but I could set other players, and that's the part I did well. I got invited on good teams because I gave other people the opportunity to spike. And I like to go up and, I'd go up and kill the ball every now and then too, but a lot of times I was just as happy as giving someone that perfect set so that my teammates could do well. And in my life, this concept has always been a descriptor of my heart and my character. I take just as much joy in seeing you as a church do well and succeed and making that great impact in ministry as I do when I get a good shot in myself. And that's how Paul feels about his beloved church in Philippi. That's how I feel about this church. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you grow so much that even when the day comes that I'm not your pastor here anymore, I don't know when that is, but someday, whether it be through death or whether it be through God calling me or maybe just retirement, even in that time, I want to see this church be fruitful in righteousness. In volleyball, spectators rarely notice that the setter, they notice the guy that hits the ball hard and hits it down on the ground, but without that setter, there's not going to be a perfect spike because there's no one to set up and prepare for it. My heart is full when I see you living out your confidence in Christian faith, and it means even more to me when it's something that I have taught or preached on. I'm just as delighted to see you living out in your confidence in God's love as finding the fulfillment when I have my own spiritual successes. Thank you for allowing me to be your pastor. This time of physical separation has given me time to realize how much I've missed all of you and how much being your pastor means to me. I delight in your successes. I like being able to sink into the background unnoticed at times because you guys are doing so well. I'm like, I don't have to worry about that area because they're taking care of it. I like being able to watch that. And just watch you be the church. Kind of like watching your children grow and play and make wise choices. Kind of like Paul delighted in seeing the church of Philippi grow. I want you to know that I take great delight in you. It's good to say it. Welcome home, Central. It's good to have you back. If you would, bow your head and close your eyes for a moment. Just give you the opportunity to think through this a little bit. Are you thankful for Central? Is Central in your heart? Do you long for Central to be filled with God's righteousness?